Big up, big up, big up, and welcome to Liberal 12th Man Show. We are live and direct for this viral match reaction. Um, it is definitely going to be viral for some. I'm sure some people aren't probably. I bet you some people will tune in to this stream, especially since they know that this man right here is one of my definitely favorite players on this team. I appreciate him immensely. And maybe, just maybe, a few more of you out there do now with some absolute heroics by this young man. What a match. What a game. Here we are. Top of the league. 3 points gotten. 2-0 win. Yeah, looking very, very nice today. Very, very, very nice today. Oh man, I feel like Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd on the beach and trading places right now. I think Brian loves that movie too. I think so. He would know what I mean by that. Brian, my red, how you feeling?
Well, we, due to some technical difficulties, still haven't actually seen the second goal.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so don't really know how everything kind of played out that way.
Yeah, that's my fault.
So
My fault.
no, we just sort of
I don't know what
due to
happened to the feed, by the way. I don't know what happened.
yeah, we saw the first. So who was it got the it kind of pretty much after he scored the first was where the last bit I saw. So I don't. I mean, I saw the way Chiesa was celebrating with him. It looked like Chiesa had played some kind of a part in it anyway. So it looked like the subs were getting involved. You know,
Right.
the way he was jumping around, we saw the clip from afterwards. So it looked like Chiesa looked delighted. He was definitely involved. So he comes on, he gets what, 6 minutes maybe? He got about 6 minutes, I'd say, total. It looks like he managed to do something.
He
He's
managed
that
to do
guy.
something. He was a part of he was first to be a part of the celebration. So, you know,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if he was involved in it.
I
Judging by
think
the way they were celebrating, I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
that is totally
Um,
my bad. Yeah, I was too busy going crazy. My computer got scared, I think, and started to buffer. But yeah, here we are, people.
it was going down the wrong way. It was going down a
Was it
very,
really
very
was
disappointing path. And what did they say before? We just it was
34,
34
34,
shots,
34 shots,
34 shots
34
before something actually
attempts.
happened.
Yeah, 34 attempts at least on net. Or they're not on net, but 34 attempts um at goal.
Yeah,
And
there's 12 on target or something.
yeah, I'll get the exact number for you.
It's either 12 or 6. I can't remember. They said both numbers. I don't know which one they meant. Didn't seem like 12 on target, but there was a lot of weak shots and bits and pieces. But it seemed to be going down a very frustrating road. And then, yeah,
Yeah,
some subs and yeah, bit of fresh energy and a
a
goal
bit
for
of
the man.
a bit of um jeez, people. Jeez. How we feeling out there? How are we feeling out there? Cal saying bloody finally part-time striker scores. Come on, brother. Nina's got Stella out of the mud there. How about this? Just give respect. Respect due, man. Darwin rescued the day. It's not the first time. It's not the first time he's had a game winner. Let's just be honest with you. It's not the first time. It is not the first time. Hopefully, it won't be the last. Hopefully, it won't be the last. Um, but yeah, wow, wow. Oh man, I missed that one. So now we begin to watch what could be a very pivotal second or last game of the day. Um, 2-0 Fulham over Leicester, 2-0, or excuse me, 4-1 Bournemouth over Newcastle, and obviously 2-0, 2-0 Liverpool over Brentford. Um, wow, 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 wow. It might be you'll have to like definitely just take in what we just saw because that game was certainly a game where look, we had what did we have? Like we had over 12. How many corners did we have in that game, Brian? Do you know? Like 15 corners?
Well, yeah, well into double figures, yeah. Well into it.
15 corners? Wow. Um just absolutely an incredible match. Our XG was a lot higher than our goal tally at the end of the game. Our XG was 3.4 for this game. Apparently, I guess maybe they're counting that there was one or two that hit the bar. I know Dom's hit the bar. I think there was another one that hit the bar too. That was really really close. Do you remember who's? There was someone else's. We had 37 shots in this game. 37 total shots in this game to Brentford's 11. 15 corners in this game. Absolutely, we were not being able to find where we needed to find our spot. But let's just get honest about this. There's those of us that were calling in, not saying that this game turned simply because of Elliott, not saying this game turned simply because of Chiesa, but I mean, it was just a different look, a different approach towards the end of the game, with the ball at the feet of some other possibly capable players to score after some other players had put in some hefty and lengthy roles in in this game. Wow, we are left with. I mean, I think I can hear something in the background for some reason. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I could hear I think I hear Tom Little. Who else is there? Um I think I hear Lawrence McKenna, maybe? Are they are they eating crow? Are they eating crow right now? I think a little bit of taste. Tell me how the taste of crow tastes. Mr. Don Hussam, who's probably sitting there trying to spin this one way or another about it doesn't matter or blah, blah, blah. All I'm trying to get across, people, is that every last one of these Reds, whether it's Dom, whether it's Darwin, whether it's Cujo, whether it's Chiesa, Harvey, Mo, Cody, Lucho, Ibu, Robbo, Simicast, Trent, Maka. Geez, we can go through the whole entire team. Every last one of them. Band of brothers, people. Let's be that band of brothers with them and sisters with them. That's all I'm trying to get across. Big up, Marion. Big up, Marion. D9, one of D9's biggest fans, definitely for sure. But yeah, this is my little. Brian's allowed for me to have my little moment with my brethren, with our brethren of our red, certainly our red today, who made us all definitely proud. The second goal, I'm gonna have to see that. Unfortunately, Brian and I both missed the second goal. Our feed was buffering when the second goal came across. I know Marion is so happy. I got you, Marion. So we'll have to wait until the match highlights come out for us to see that second goal. But when that first goal went in, it didn't even matter. I'll tell you this right now. I am on 3 hours of sleep, if that. Um, and that adrenaline burst right there, seeing our number 9 score that goal. Yeah, that's got me awake. I'll tell you that. It's got me awake for today. It's definitely got me awake. But um but yeah. Wow, people, tell me what you're thinking. Oh yeah, we can't, you're right. Before too, KJ, you are so right. We cannot forget friend of the channel, fellow Red, Mr. K-Mac. Where are you at, bruh? as we say over here. Um, where are we at? Where are we at? I'll tell you where we're at. Top of the league, people. Top of the league. Wow. We needed this win so bad. We needed this win so bad. So bad. So bad. Tell me, people. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? I'd like to see. I wonder if Revanite's going to tune in. Friend of the channel, friend of all of ours as well. I wonder if Revanite's going to tune in today. I'm sure he'll be like, "Oh, it doesn't matter." Yeah, it doesn't matter this or that. Yeah, it does matter a heck of a lot. It matters a heck of a lot. I'll tell you how much it matters. 3 points. 3 points. That's how much it matters. Shout out to everyone joining us today. Bernie, big up on the 2-0 call as well. Big up Bernie on the 2-0 call. I don't know if anyone else had 2-0 other than the two of us, but you know, I've only gotten a couple right this year. Brian's usually the oracle when it comes to scores. So when he picked that, he had 2 goals for us. He had 2 goals for Brentford too, but usually when he picks them, it gets me worried. When he picks, especially when you pick the draws, I'm like, oh no, because you're honest with it. So you're definitely honest with it. And I remember Red for Life had 3-3. Yeah. I'm glad to see you guys are both wrong. Definitely both wrong. But how you guys feeling out there for real? For real. Tell us what's good. Brian, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling? I know, unfortunately, we didn't get to see a second goal, but I mean, like the first goal's vibes alone, you know. Second is just, it's just the icing on the cake, basically, as they say, you know. But you got your serving. How you feeling?
I was not really enjoying that for what 85 minutes. What was it? I mean, we gave them plenty of chances. We watched it together. They had plenty of chances, and we were not doing our thing. So it was, yeah, I didn't have a lot of confidence or energy in it at the end. You know, even when Darwin came on, he got maybe when Chiesa and Elliot came, like they were tiring out a bit. But yeah, that was from where we are now, from where we could have been. Brentford will probably be thinking we should have gotten something out of that, but that was going down a really, so to take it back, to grab it with 4 or 5 minutes left, that is exactly what we like. We needed a win, yeah, but we kind of maybe needed a win like that as well. Something to kind of really wake us back up again, kind of thing. We awesome, like of course, like it come the way it is at the end. But that was another game that was going, oh, holy hell, we're dropping points here. They were doing really bloody well.
They were
So to take a
to
win
hold it.
like that, you get more than 3 points from a win like that.
Hmm.
You get more than 3 points, definitely. You get more energy. You get more. It feels better. It feels like almost 5, 6 points. It's everyone out there was looking at the results and going, "Oh, Liverpool looks like they're dropping points today." Arsenal would have been looking at it thinking, "Oh, no, no, 87 minutes. Well, okay."
Yeah,
And then next time they check it, it's 2-0. That's a kick in the balls for them.
yeah,
So yeah, that could be a mood changer, not just 3 points, but it could be a real mood changer after, a couple of bad results.
yeah,
Disappointing draws, which are bad results for us these days, is a disappointing draw. So yeah, just the kind of not just a win. We needed a win, but that maybe might have been the kind of win that we needed. Something a little bit dramatic, something a little bit. Come on, lads, this is because when boys like when they win stuff,
hmm
they say they be doing their interviews at the end of the season or whatever, and you'll get one or two of 'em, and they'll say something like, "Do you know, it was that Brentford game when we came back and won that game that we thought we were losing." There'll be little moments and little wins. That felt like maybe one of those kind of ones where, hang on, yeah, this is still ours. Maybe when they look
hmm
back, they'll go, there might have been, say, X win again, maybe the win against City or something, but this comeback win was the one that they'll look back and go, yeah, that was when we thought we might be slipping, but then we're like, no, lads, this is ours. This is going to happen for us. We
hmm
just need to go on and make it happen. I think this could be one of those wins.
hmm
Like I said, felt more than just 3 points.
hmm
Felt like more than just 3 points. Felt like a bit of a statement.
right, right. Yeah. I know. Red for life. He's saying his voice cracked harder than a boy going through puberty when Darwin scored.
Oh, yeah.
Brian could tell you that I think my neighbors heard me. I think that's how loud I was yelling and screaming when Darwin scored. I think my neighbors were like about to do a wellness check on me. Oh man. Oh man. Jimmy said, he said, "Red for life. My dog hid with the shout. I let go. I left go." Big up, Jimmy. Big up. Big up. Oh man. Red for life says his dog woke up from his nap as well. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, hopefully we get to see a little bit more of Chiesa now. I mean, like it was weird the way I know Brian and I were we were watching the game together, and like when when we saw Curtis Jones and Elliott be called on as one of the last subs to be put on, um, it was kind of a little bit of a head scratcher as to who he was going to be taking out because I know that you could say Dom because Dom ran his socks off today. I mean, he was dialed in. Dom was easily one of the best chances of us scoring, I think, came from Dom. Actually, two opportunities that were really good opportunities. The one that hit the bar, and then the one that he did everything except for the finish. Like the shot at the end was kind of like a little bit, like a little bit lackluster, I guess. I mean, I don't want to do it too much disservice because he deserves recognition because he did play I think a great he played a really good game today. He really worked his butt off. Um,
I think I think Dom, I've always said this about Dom, is that he needed a game where he scores twice and gets an assist,
mhm, mhm,
to really just kind of burst out of his shell a bit. He's not just a hard runner and a
right.
get it, give it type of player. And he showed that today I think he's sorry for the big word, but I think he's an exponential player. And what I mean by that is when he tries something and it comes off, it's twice as likely that the next thing he's going to try to come off. And then next thing, it's like when something happens for him, it's increases in likelihood that the next thing is going to happen. So you can see when he tries something, if his first trick comes off, he exponentially improves in games. The more things come off for him, the more he tries things, the more he tries things, the more likely they are to come off. The more you can see the guy literally growing in confidence in front of you. So if he doesn't do much in a game, he doesn't really get into it. But if he tries something early, he's really willing to try something again. He tries something again, it comes off and it comes off. To me, he's like we saw with that kind of little trick shimmy he did in the box to beat a couple of players and couldn't quite get the power on a shot at the end of it. He did brilliantly to work himself into that position. Next thing you know, he's trying a shot, then he hits the bar. It's the more he tries things and the more they come off, the more I think likely he is to then try something again. So he was really kind of, yeah, for about an hour there, probably our most impressive player. Everything changed late on, but yeah, probably for about an hour, look, maybe close to the most likely to make something happening.
Yeah, he did. He did. He really did deserve. Probably deserved that. That one to hit the bar was one where I was just like, oh man, he is just unlucky to not score that goal because that was a cracker of a shot. Goalkeeper didn't get a piece of it at all. Completely beat the keeper. Just you know, and it's wild about those shots. It's really wild about those shots that hit the bar like that because I mean a matter of like centimeters, could be the difference of it pinging in rather than you know going over the bar or going out from the bar. You know,
Yeah, that's it.
absolutely.
That yeah, that's it. That's what they say. Like the classic, an inch lower. You know,
Mm.
but I just like I like him when he's in the mood to try those things. I like it when he's feels like, give it to me. I'm going to do it. I like that kind of Don because he has technique, shooting power. Not the quickest, no, but we saw today that in tight spaces he can dribble past a couple of people you don't need, and he can always see that pass. We know he's always been able to see that little pass, so he's got absolutely everything. I just think one of those goes in for him. Of course, it's a worldie. He's only going to score a couple of them in the season, not pinging him into the top corner from outside the box every other week. But I just loved how he
Yeah.
felt like, no, no, I'm going to take this on. Don't worry, because that's a confident Dominic Sabasa. I don't always agree fully coincide with the confidence player thing. Other than strikers, maybe, but Dom does seem a little bit that way. It does seem like if it's not quite going his way, he'll go into his shell. But if things are coming off for him, watch out because he's going to be hitting things. He's going to be trying things.
Yeah. Do not sing the. Were they singing the Andy Carroll song? Brian, did you hear them singing that?
Yeah, they sang. Well, they were singing it when he was getting subbed on. Yeah,
Oh, did they? I love
yeah.
that. I love that now. Actually, I think that for some reason when you hear them sing that song, it seems to like I don't know if it's the soccer gods, as some people like to say, or um, or what, but it absolutely ends up biting them in the butt when they sing that song. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. Like KJ, I didn't hear them singing it. But that's funny if they did. If they obviously you said they were, but that's hilarious. It's not easy. It's not easy. But then again, you know what? All things that are great in this life are not easy. So therefore, you work hard. You be resilient. You face the storm, and you march on. and you walk on. Oh man, definitely so. Um, let's see. Yeah, it is not easy, not easy at all, not easy at all. Oh man,
I didn't think they played.
big up,
I thought they
Levante.
played a
Big up.
lot better
What's up, bro?
than Forest.
Oh, oh, what'd you say,
I
Bry?
thought they played. No, I just thought they played a lot better than Forest. They were much better. I wouldn't compare them to that really at all. Um, no, I thought they were much more adventurous, much more dangerous, much better side to play against than Forest. It didn't resemble that at all to me.
Yeah,
Embuemo was on fire, man. He nearly took Simicast off the pitch basically at one stage.
yeah,
What was it,
yeah.
7:47 or so? It wasn't even the 8th minute, and he got that yellow.
I could tell you the exact. Go ahead,
And he was just
keep
running
going.
at him, running at him, running at him, running at him. He ran out of steam a little bit later on, but even
Yeah.
then he was creating chances. Buemo was super dangerous today. After he
Mhm.
did him for the free kick or for the yellow, he nearly got in. Do you remember? And Simi stuck with him, and he just played the outside ball. It was for that first cutback that you were saying, like that guy's toe. That could have gone. That so easily could have been a goal. Do you remember when it went through Damsgaard's legs? Everyone was beating Brentford player on the line. Basically, just went through his legs. But
Yeah.
he
As
kind
soon as
of dealt with it quite well after that, because we were talking about halftime, maybe bringing him off. I was thinking, no, not yet, but eventually, yes.
yeah,
But he
yeah,
did settle into it, and he did deal with it. He did have a good game. He didn't get caught out. I thought he kind of handled it quite well. Sometimes maybe
mhm,
that focuses you as a player. You can't help it if you slip or you miss time something. You get that second year. That's just part of the game. That shit can happen. But he wasn't
right.
reckless about it. He dealt with it. He lived with it. He didn't let it affect his ability to get involved in the game. I
Mhm,
thought Simcast deserves a lot of credit for his performance today.
yeah. Um, I agree. Agree. That one that I mean, he had it was the 8th minute. You're so close. He said seventh. It's the 8th minute. That he actually got the yellow card. So it was. You're right on probably that he probably did foul him in the 7th minute. But
Oh, the seven, yeah, because 7.4, that is the 8 minute. Yeah, so I
yeah,
remember looking at it, the clock hadn't even ticked to eight yet. I was thinking, oh,
right,
damn, man, that's basically a full 90 on a yellow
right,
if he plays.
right. And then like
Focusing.
and it was him getting beat. Let's just be honest
Yeah,
with
he
it.
skinned him.
He held on to his kit. Yeah,
Yeah,
held on to his kit. Was not letting him get by him. It was
no
early.
complaints.
It was obvious the plan of attack for Brentford was to target that side of the pitch. Um, we
But
still
to
got
use
a couple of
Embuemo, yeah.
opportunities. We still got a couple opportunities himself, but they were. I don't think. I think again, Ibu ended up stepping up pretty much quite a bit of the times that he was called on. I don't think Trent was really put on an island too much, and he really didn't have to do that much today against Lisa. Unless did you see opposite or did you see different?
Alante, are you?
Not to I put he's on mute for right now. Maybe when he comes off mute, you can see it too. So he's on mute, but
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking to him. So what was the question quickly? What was the question?
um, I was saying how it was they targeted more the left side of our defense or the right side of their pitch, I guess but
Oh yeah,
they were
yeah.
targeting more Simicast and that side of the pitch than they were.
Well,
I think Mabomo had um, more opportunities, or at least a little bit more success at trying to put us on possible danger settings
yeah,
than
I don't
Lisa
think it
did
was.
on the upside. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they were to a degree targeting our left side. I just think they were focusing their attacks through their best player.
Mhm.
It's just it wasn't that they saw Simi as a weak link. It's just that
Mm,
that's where Mbeumo does his best work, and they were using Mbeumo. I think they would have done it regardless who was playing. That's
mm,
where most of their play would have gone through because he is their big
mm,
threat. Yeah, they were playing. Yeah, it was all going to come down today. Is I think in terms of maybe if you mean like people usually targeting Trent, I just think it was a quirk in the fact that because it's in Waymo, that's
mm.
where they would have been focusing all of their attacks. You could see it wasn't the fact that Simi was there, Robbo was there, or whoever. It didn't look to me anyway. It's just you could see he's their most dangerous attacker, and he nearly causes so many problems. You can see why he's being linked to the bigger teams. You can imagine him
A
in a
lot
better
of
side.
teams. Yeah, to a
Yeah,
lot.
he wouldn't
Mm,
be detrimental to them. He's got great energy, great cross on him. Decent finish. He's 13 Premier League goals already. So, he was always going to be the main danger. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I mean. I think Simi just did a great job in realizing, or as like you like say, recognizing the fact that he was on a yellow card and just dialing it in, but being still able to do his work up against someone who was really out there to try and, do something in that game. When, he was out there thinking, maybe shop window. These boys do think that this is a guy who's got probably doesn't have Brentford as the end point in his career mode, so he's out there trying to impress against a big team. So yeah, I think he dealt really well with it. And like you say, Wissa only popped up a couple of times. The other guy was dangerous, but yeah, I was worried about it. But I thought we dealt pretty well with their threats, but there were moments, weren't there? There's a couple of balls across the area where on another day, ping, it's in the back of the net. So we lived on our nerves a little bit. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I don't see any major flaws in it, really. If we came up against a good team that can create chances, I wouldn't be picking anybody's game apart really too much. Even if it had ended 0-0, I wouldn't have been saying he was terrible. I think we came up against a good side, and they just wilted in the end. We were able to bring on Chiesa, Darwin, energy, stuff like that.
Mhm. I think Nalante, are you with us yet, or you there? Oh, my throat is dry and done. I have to go get a drink. I think Lalante's still not there.
Yeah. Was there anybody on their side overly other than Waymo that impressed you? I thought Keane Lewis Potter, even though he's not a fullback, he did a really good job, especially playing left back up against Mo and people like that. The young kid Shada that came on late, there's a lot of talk about him. And I thought they looked like they're a team with some good players all over the pitch.
Yeah. um,
Young
um,
Dutch lad at centre back looked decent. I don't know what his name is though.
um,
Do you remember it was him who buried that chance that was offside? Do you remember early in the game? It was an offside and they knew it, but it dropped to him in the box and he buried it past Ali. I think that was set. And it was like a striker's finish, but he said, fuck it, I'm going to bury it anyway. Do you remember that?
who?
No, probably not.
Oh,
Obviously.
the first opportunity they had. You talking about Brentford?
Yeah, do you remember when there was a goal? There was an opportunity they had, but it was called
Yeah.
offside as the ball was dropping in the box. But Sepp Van den Berg decided to just finish it anyway. Or
Mm-hmm.
look, I'm pretty sure it was him. Uh, he just kind of struck it past Ali, but he struck it beautifully. If it was him, it might not have been him, but I think it was him. But it was one of those. The whistle had already gone, and it
Mm-hmm.
was dropping. He just said, "Ah, fuck it, I'll hit it anyway." Stuck it in
Mm-hmm.
the back of the net. They used to give you a yellow card for that, which was stupid.
No, I thought it was a. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. There was an op. They had. Excuse me, my throat is so it's done. Um, they had two. They did have two or three different. chances. And I think you even mentioned maybe even four. You said I think 3 or 4. You said
But those
of
balls across the box, there was
balls
at
across
least
the
three of
box.
them. There was at
Yeah,
least three of them. No, there was definitely four of them actually. But just
yeah,
balls across the box that could on any other day someone takes a touch and it's in the back of the net. At least
yeah,
four of them. The first one was the Emblemo one. There was one right at the end from Shada, and in between there was two more. Definitely.
yeah.
Cutbacks across the line. Virgil clears one. That was a Shada one at the end. But there was a yeah, just a little touch or someone with their legs stuck out, or someone makes a bad touch and it's an OG. They came really close on a few occasions,
Hmm.
and exactly the same type of goal as well.
Yeah, there was definitely some opportunities that they had that one step closer or one step off from making this a different result. But I mean, let's just be real. I thought their goalkeeper had a good game today. Flecken played well.
Yeah, he did
Um,
well on that Gakpo chance. The one we were critical of
oh
Gakpo
yeah,
for, but
yeah,
he did
yeah.
do well on that. He came out
They
real
cut the
quick, made
angle
himself
off.
real
I
big.
think it's more of like
Yeah,
him
real big.
being smart, using smart goalkeeper tactics and cutting the angle off enough. It was a difficult pass, but but he cut the angle off enough that there really wasn't much that Cody could do with that shot.
No, no, and it was hard for Mo as well. I think the ball. I think just the fact that he kind of concentrated more on getting a bit between the two players and putting it into an area rather than putting it into the precise area, which is fair enough because he had to get through the two. So, but we ended up winning it. That though, if it hadn't gone, that might have been one of like the chances. I think if it had finished at the 0-0, but it didn't because what's his name? La Pantera, right? Yeah, that's what they go with. La Pantera.
Yeah, the Invasor, La Pantera, Darweezy, D9.
The Housewife's favorite.
Oh wow, wow! It's not. This is said. Just like it was said earlier. It is not easy
It did, Jim.
being a Darwin fan. He does a Darwin supporter, but it is. But when he has his moments like this, it's certainly well received. It is definitely certainly well received, and most importantly, it's like there's going to be parts and moments like it's why I've said this time and time again. Just contribute. If you're a top goal scorer or something like that, fantastic. Um, but even if you're not scoring or you're going on a little bit of like, you know, even if you're not able to, get assists or goals, or you're to the extent that people are expecting from you, okay. If you're out there and you're messing up on defense here and there, okay. But show the measure of fight, the persistence, the pride, and just the commitment to contribute, to pick up your team, and recognize the fact that there are going to be chances that you have that moment. You're going to have that moment. And when that moment comes, make the most of it. So that's what we did today. That's definitely what we did today. um, Milante, you with us? You with us? You in a good spot? I know. I heard there's a lot of background noise before.
Yeah, sorry, I was just out and about, so I was just coming back. So yeah, that's why I didn't want to talk
Mhm.
because I was out and about. So I've just got in. So yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, a lot of pressure. I mean, it's similar to Newcastle Fulham, the two draws, not the end of the world. A lot of people talk. And after that, 0-0, 88, 89, they were waiting. The messages were going. The podcast was going. Some of the fellow podcasts, the slander and abuse. And who stepped up? Your guy.
Yeah.
And listen, look, and this is what I'm saying. You've got to be realistic. I've been consistent saying, yes, I want to change Darwin. I'd rather we'll get someone else. But at the same time, you've got to be honest. And I think sometimes our fans have got blinkers on favourite players. Look, as much as I want someone else with Darwin, look, has Darwin had the chance? Yes, he's had a few chances. I'm not going to get into that because I know Brad. I don't want to get into the Darwin situation. But what I will say is to be on the flip side, I've got to be honest. Has Darwin had a run of 3 games in a row? No, he hasn't. So he hasn't been great. But with all players, you need to give them a game. You need to give them a run of games, and then you can say, you know what, you've had your run of games. I mean, and then fine, you didn't cut it. But and fair play, he's had a lot, look, and he stepped up. Your boy, he stepped up. So fair play. We've got the crucial win. Looks like we were better. We still need to improve in certain things. I would have loved Chiesa to come on earlier. And Elliot, I think it was too late, but who am I? What's there to complain? The clean sheet, we needed it. We needed it badly. So hopefully we can pick up form again. And yeah, man, we move.
Pretty much so. We move. Actually, I'll do you one even better. We move with 3 points.
Indeed.
This would have been definitely different settings, different vibes, different emotions, all of the settings that we just spoke on if we come out of this game with a 0-0 draw. Because it looked like at one point Brentford was settled to just leave with the point. That's what it looked like to me. And they're definitely gonna be disappointed with this result. They're definitely gonna be disappointed because they, despite getting obviously a couple attempts for themselves. A couple attempts for themselves. Nothing really to the point where they had like one big chance, I would say, maybe 2 in this game. But other than that, it was pretty much all Liverpool. You know what it reminded me of a little bit? At one point, it reminded me of Manchester United, where we had something like 30 some odd shots in that game. And we ended up with like a 0-0 draw at Anfield.
And, that was horrible. That was a horrible game. Yeah, that was horrible.
Where we just had just shot after shot after shot after shot, and it was just like nothing was going in. I think we might have had about close to the same amount of corners in that game too. We had like something I want to say maybe a dozen corners or something in that game. And they were really offering next to nothing when it came to offensive threat for us. But it was just one of those games where like, you get scared. You're kind of timid, I guess you could say, primarily because you're hoping you don't end up with some poor own goal or some poor action that ends up putting you in a place that probably doesn't match what was the actual effort put onto the pitch. But yeah. Flecken is a good keeper. He played well today for them. He definitely played well. Had six saves. Made a couple of definitely good saves against us today. But yeah. But it's just you and me, Brian, again. So 45 minutes into this match reaction. Late's back. Bring him back in. And I think what Nolante said is true. I mean, look, this some of these players might not be your cup of tea. They just might not be your cup of tea. But guess what? They're Reds. So let's just support them and hope that we can inspire and motivate them on to great things. Maybe they play above their category. Maybe at times they play below, but certainly maybe at times they play above. And maybe when you look in that mirror and you know that you're one of those people that was out there really putting out the good effort and putting out the good vibrations for them, and just having a little bit of faith that they can possibly not necessarily prove you right, about even being proven right or proven wrong. It's more so about just why not support your club? It doesn't even make sense to me sometimes. I support some of these players. Not every one of these players is one of my like ideal players or favorite players, but I was just like, you know what? They're the players that we got, and I just believe that when they have these moments, it's great to be a Red, and when they have these moments, because it really feels good when you show the resilience to just say, hey, this is my team, this is your team, this is our team, and top of the league to each and every one of us. That is, if you're a Red, we might have a couple of who knows, we might have a couple of ops in the chat just lurking for that right moment, kind of sitting there and like mustering in. I saw my one of my nemesis, Mike Das, was on he was on the Football Terrace, him and Rams and Rax is I do like Rax. Rax is a good guy. I definitely I keep in touch with Rax, communicate with him. But yeah, Mr. Das, he might be chilling. He might be in the chat. We're looking for you. Get the get the binoculars on for Mr. He's one of the prime D9 haters. He's one of the prime D9 haters. But it's you have your moment. It might not come. It might not come that often, but who cares? When it's there, we're gonna definitely take it. I know Marion's loving it. I'm loving it. JK, I'm sure, is loving a little bit of this, and heck, I'm sure even if you're not a fan of some of the players, I'm sure you're loving it too, because a win's a win. A win is a win, and a dramatic win it was for sure. It is definitely sure on that. I'm excited to see that second goal too. I'm excited. I'm gonna watch this game back. I'm certainly gonna watch this game back for our match ratings, and yeah. Let me see. And I'm certainly hyped to see the second goal that I unfortunately missed out on. What was the time between the two? Because it must have happened pretty quick too, by the way.
I think it's within 2 minutes.
Okay. 2 minutes. Wow. No. 2 minutes. Oh man. What were any other thoughts you had about the game? Anything else that you want to put out there to go viral with, Nolante?
I'll just say that the first half again is not as bad as Forest, but again it's the huff and puff thing. Chances but nothing, and and again when it's 0-0, you're thinking, oh, We could have stepped up a bit more. Second half, we stepped it up a little bit more. I think not as I don't know. I feel Forest we were more. Well, I wouldn't say ruthless, but more putting the throttle on to get the goal. We stepped up out with me. Had a few chances, but some were going wide, and they were just going wide. So Forest had more on target, if I'm honest. And then it just felt. And then obviously Allison with a couple saves, but nothing major. But it's always danger. You're always worried because we're pushing it, and Brentford are good at the counter. And then Salah with just going wide, and you're thinking, we deserve to win. You're thinking, it's going to be another one. And then obviously just great thing, Darwizzy. The only thing I would have loved to see Chiesa and Elliot come on a bit earlier, in my opinion. I would have loved to see them come on earlier, but my opinion. But I don't know. That's the thing, and I mean, Salah was okay. He's good, but sometimes he's too in and out of the peripheral in the game. You know what? It's not. Look, Salah is a world class player, but sometimes you just have to do something different. I just like something different once in a while. I don't want certain players to be protected. Yes, they're good, but sometimes just change it up a bit. That's what I'm saying. I just don't want anyone to have preferable treatment. And as good as whoever the player is, if they're playing bad or in the game's like, just change it up a bit. Just make them realize there's someone out there that could potentially bench them. I just want everyone to be on point on fire. So I mean, the naysayers were saying the Salah curse. Certain naysayers saying the Salah curse. Certain naysayers it's 2025. Here we go again. But mate, Darwin said, hold that. You man don't want me. I might be gone in the summer, but hold that. Hold that. And that's all we can pay for. So whatever opinions about him, I don't disrespect no player, even if I don't rate them. So listen, mate, listen, if you get the goals to the summer, we'll bid him adieu. But you know what? I think one thing I will say is although Diaz has done well in certain games with the false nine, but I've been consistent with it. And he has, to be fair, but I just want to see a strike up front. Whether it's Darwin or Jota, I just want to see one of them up front for the rest of the season. If there's injury, then fine, Diaz. I just don't want to see Diaz in that false nine. It's not even about today. I don't feel comfortable with it. Although he's done well in certain games, I just want my striker to be a striker. I want my number 9 to be a number 9, and that's it.
Oh wow! I just saw the second goal.
Diaz don't want to be in that shot.
What's that?
Yeah.
If you ask Diaz where he wants, do you want to play? Say, of course I want to play. Where do you want to play? Sticking on the left. It's where I do my best business. Where I do my best work.
Exactly.
Would you take a slot in the middle? Yeah, I'd take a slot in the middle.
Of course he would.
No, if he's playing, he wants to play where he can show. If you're in a band, and you're a bass player, so can you play the rhythm for? Yeah, I can, but I can really show what I can do as a bass player. No, but we need a guitar player. Okay, I'll do a job on the guitar, whatever.
All right.
He knows that she can show the best himself out on the left. He knows he's doing a job, filling in. This idea that because he's doing it, what slot wants, I don't think so at all. It's just what he's dealing with right now. It's just unfortunate that it's either him or Cody Gakpo. That happens to us a lot. Not a lot, but it happens to us a few times where we've got a couple of good players, but they both play in the same position. And at the end, something's got to give. Can't play everybody. So, yeah, but I'm at Atlante. If Jota and Darwin are fit and Darwin is in a bit of confidence, then yeah, Lucho should be third choice for that role.
I'm gonna play a little bit of the press conference, the post-match press conference here. Let's see, you guys interested to hear what our coach had to say? Let me bring up this for you guys. Make sure it's not too loud. This is Arnie Slot's post-match press conference.
If the goal was coming, if I had any doubt. Yes, of course I had any. I had doubts about that because it's before we scored the 2 goals, it felt as if I was looking at the same game again and again and again, and the same pattern arised. So I said it already a few times in other interviews that against United, everybody was focused on the Maguire chance, but the 7 minutes before we had 3 open chances. So many times in the recent weeks against Tottenham as well, we missed a lot of chances. Against Forest, we missed a lot. So would have been a bit surprising if I felt, okay, after all these chances missed today, we will probably score in the last 5 minutes. But the players proved me wrong again.
On that, obviously, Darwin hasn't had one of his best seasons. I mean, what stands out for you about him with his perseverance or that kind of ability to keep going?
I think one of you, not you, but you was not there, asked me similar things before the game about Darwin, and I didn't agree then that he's not having a good season. I think he's having a very good. He's having a good season. He scores goals. He works very hard for the team. He assists, but he's in competition with a lot of good players. So that's why he's not every single game on the pitch. But I'm very happy with him. Not only because he scored today 2 goals. That of course helps. But I'm very happy with the other performances he put in for us as well.
I take your point about Darwin.
It's kind of a measured answer.
Yeah, fair play to Sol. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah. I didn't know what. Yeah, it sounded like he said that. It sounded like he said kind of one thing and then said the exact opposite. But it's all good.
Yeah. And you said, I think, in your previous questions about teams in low blocks, it's very difficult for him. It doesn't suit him.
Yeah, he made a mistake there because what he said was, he said, "I agree with
He's
you."
not having a good season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said, "I agreed with you when you said he wasn't having a good season." What he meant to say was he disagreed with him because that was the same guy he spoke to in the previous press conference. The guy said, "Darwin's not having a good season." Da, da, da. And he was like, "No, I disagreed with he's not having a good season."
Right.
You know, so
he said then he came back and said
he
the exact
misspoke
opposite.
there. Yeah, that's the thing. And he meant when he said agree, he meant to say disagree. So yeah, he was trying to say the same thing. It's just he misspoke in the first part of the sentence. He instead of saying disagree, he said I agree. When he said I agree with you, he hasn't had a good season. He meant to say I disagreed with you when you said he hadn't had a good season.
Yeah. They'll clip that up
because it was the same guy. It was the same guy in the press conference on Friday. Asked the same question.
Yeah, I turned up the volume. Hopefully, you can hear it better. Keep in mind that the questions.
You can't hear the guys in the background. Yeah, you can turn up as loud, but the guys in the background will still be low.
Yeah, the guys that asked the questions, from the journalists that asked or the guys and girls, or guys and ladies, excuse me, that asked the questions. You're not going to be able to probably hear what they have as their question because they don't give them a microphone, which I still don't understand. They should just have someone walking around.
Mic.
Yeah, just have one person that administers the press room, and he or her should have a microphone. And when whoever gets called on for the question, she'll go up and hold the mic for them, and allow for them to ask the question. That's how it should be. At least that's how I would run the press conference because you can't hear the questions. You can't hear the questions.
Pretty simple to do with that. Okay. Shouldn't be an issue.
Poachers goals.
In the penalty box.
Yeah, but the first one was a long build-up. The second one was a counter-attack. But no, he can of course score his goals against the low block because he's a striker and he's a threat in crosses as well. Immediately after he came on, he had quite a good chance when Robbo crossed it in. But if it's about strikers or if it's about the team, if we would not have scored today in the last 5 minutes, then the headlines would have been Liverpool drops points again. And no one would have told you 37 shots on target. What a display.
No, not on target.
Not on target.
To have 37 shots on target during a game. And now...
No.
He just said it twice.
No.
It's not 37 shots on target.
No, Arnie. No. That would
Right.
be the world's greatest goalkeeping performance of all time.
Of all
37
time,
on target,
exactly.
35 saved.
Right.
35 saves. Your bonus points in fantasy football, if you had Flecken, would just be through the roof.
I guess maybe he's thinking, let's see. 8 shots were on target technically.
He's just thinking in total. He's just thinking the shots in total.
Right.
He'll probably
Uh
be correct.
8 shots on target, 1 hit the woodwork, 14 shots were off target. So they're the short 14 shots that are off target obviously diminish the point of 37 shots on target. So the most you could have from that would be obviously 23. But yeah, probably.
Now, because of our scoring too, probably there's a bit of emphasis on that fact as well. But so this is the industry we work in. As a manager, the team, the players, we all accept this, and we all understand this. That there's a lot of focus on if it doesn't go well, and on and not as much on the fact if you have a great performance. So we are an industry where it's about winning and losing, and not about if you play beautiful football, yes or no. People only enjoy good football, beautiful football if you win,
Mike Doss, where you at?
and otherwise there's no focus at all on the performance.
Oh man.
You know, against United because they played.
It's all love. It's all love, my red.
Take a point there. You go behind against Forest, you think, well, okay, we'll take a point there. But today we felt much worse than that. Did it not?
Again,
Um, they're trying to ask something about the difference between this game and the game against Forest, basically, is the question.
talking about the result because I focus on my own team.
Oh, big up,
So
Pops.
let's not focus on the teams we faced. But if you look at simple about amount of chances created, and I think you all are a bit aware of the XG. Is that something familiar for you now? Do me a favor and look back at our United game and see what the XG of both teams were. And do this against
Forget
Forest
the
and do this
XG.
today. Then you will
I hear what
probably
you're
see
saying.
that there's nothing changed with us between now and the start of the season or the first half of the season. What you do see is that it's at this moment of time a bit harder for us to convert our chances into goals. That's not only up to us. That's also because teams throw themselves in front of every ball every time we get a chance. So many of the other team try to prevent us from scoring because they're always all of them are in a low block. So I have a different opinion than you about our current performances, but we have the same opinion about our results. That is true.
What I meant was that it would have been a third in a row, and against a team who aren't traditionally one of the strongest teams in the Premier League.
No, but a very difficult away game to play out. But sorry, continue your question.
But a third one on a row, 6 points dropped out of 9. That would have felt like a real momentum loss.
Yeah, because we are an industry that is only talking about results. But I think me as a manager would have felt that we crumble because I heard that word just a second ago. So now I'm trying to use it without exactly knowing what it means. But I think it means that we go down a bit. I, as a manager, I've told the players during this week again, I couldn't have asked for more in the Forest game. Only one counter attack conceded and so many chances created against a team that hardly ever concedes any chance at all in their game. Brentford has never faced this season. I'm 99.9% sure of that. 37 shots in a game. So what can I ask more of our players? I saw today that Brentford were more of a threat in the counter attack than Forest were. That be clear.
Much
But
more.
that has also
Much
to
more.
do with
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, no shade at Forest, but you're basic.
No, Brentford. Someone mentioned that in the chat earlier on that they were just like
I'm
Forest.
joking.
Nothing like Forest. Forest were nowhere near as dangerous as these boys.
No. Yeah.
a lot of credits you have to give to Brentford because I saw their game on Tuesday where it was a completely equal game. Both teams had numerous chances. And they came back after 2-0 behind. So we knew how hard it was to play. We knew how hard it was to play at Forest. And we knew how difficult it is to play against such a low block as United played against us and later on against Arsenal. So, second half of the season always more difficult to win. But I cannot ask more from these players. they give everything they have.
This is possibly a little bit off topic, but can you talk a little bit about how much assurance you get from Van Dijk and Canate at the back, that solid foundation?
Yeah, a lot. That's clear. Because
I think the question was basically talking about the foundation of Ibu and Virgil in that back line and how they were a good foundation for their defense today.
I think today also you saw more than in the Forest game that I think if I would have been the manager of Brentford, I would probably tell you, oh, there were moments for us to win the game, because there were moments for them to win the game. And most of those moments were defended really well by Ibu and by Virgil. So they went on in a 1v1 against them in a counter-attack, but we pushed them wide really well, which helped, of course, Ellison to save those shots. But yeah, these players, because I emphasized on that in the pre-match meeting, and Bueno likes to go to his left, and they scored a lot by going inside. So, of course, one of the reasons why we're so high in the league table is because we have two and four very good centre backs. Oh, there's one. Oh, you don't want to give him the chance anymore?
Last one. Yep.
Just ask about RBL. Is he having a lot of football? You said last week that tweet to involved in both goals today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And I'm happy that we give you the chance to ask an extra question, because in all the other interviews there was a lot of focus on Darwin because he scored 2 goals, and every time I said, yeah, but don't forget Harvey. He had a big impact on both goals as well.
Big up.
So it's so nice for us as a team that I have players that can impact the game on the bench as well. So this happened in Forest with Jota and Costas, and today with Harvey and with Darwin. If you only focus on results, again, if you also focus on performance, what I do, I also like Robbo and Curtis when they came in, and Federico was only for 5 minutes, so you can say a lot about that.
Oh, you got to drop the shade on that one, but all right.
But it's nice to have so many opportunities.
I thought Chiesa did have decent
On the bench as well. That's why they have to stay available. You have to stay fit, and because one of the strengths of a team is not only 4 good centre backs, but definitely also players that can impact the game from the bench.
Thank you, everyone.
So that was our gaffer post-match interview, speaking to reporters about this game, giving us a little bit of hope that he recognizes that he's got some real quality on the bench and he needs to utilize them more often. I did like hearing him give a shout out to Elliot in this post-match interview. Obviously, everyone's going to talk about Darwin in a lot of the other probably broadcasts that he interviews that he had to do, because that's just how it is. Darwin is the type of conversation that gets you views and clicks. But let's be realistic also. Elliot was good and coming in today as well. He was sure to mention Curtis's involvement in the game as well today. He also did a little bit of shade in the sense of saying, "Oh, like he could have said, hey, he only got 5 minutes of. He got more than 5 minutes actually. He got technically." I think there's 4 extra minutes added to this game, right? So he got 7 minutes. But all the same, Chiesa, but he mentioned Harvey, he mentioned Cujo, he mentioned a little bit about the other players on this bench that he has options on this bench that he could really make a difference with. And if he does utilize these people, again, say what you will about Robbo. We spoke on that earlier. Yesterday's stream, we spoke about it with the outright blasphemy that was being spouted out by another content creator out there that's just ready to throw one of our guys into the fire. But play these players, give them proper rotation, utilize the bench. You can see that you're going to have some positive results. Today, Simicast put himself into a bad position. Brian mentioned earlier, way too early in the game. In the 8th minute, getting a yellow card was not ideal because then you have to play against the player that is already set to, has the capabilities, has the skill set, talents to really score in general, but now knows that you're on a yellow card and is going to know that you're not going to be as progressive or aggressive with your challenges against him, and that might be the difference in giving him that much of a little advantage in getting some opportunities. We had Robbo join in. Obviously, I'm trying to see what he came in. I was calling for him to come in at halftime, but just simply not because Simicast was having a stinker, more so just to protect against that yellow card that he picked up early, and the fact that it was obvious that Brentford was making out a game plan in utilizing one of their best players on the pitch, and that's not necessarily out of the question. But yeah, when did Robbo come on? Robbo came on in the 65th minute with Nunez. And it made sense. It made sense.
Yeah, double so.
Yeah. It made sense to me. And then on top of that, not only did the timing of it also makes sense. Like it's obvious that a lot of coaches like to give their players a good 60 minutes of getting into, at least a good 60 minutes of getting into the game, getting adjusted and getting that flow and vibe of the game, getting into the flow and rhythm of the game. And then 65th minute, you could almost time it. You could almost like set your watch by it. Klopp used to do it a lot for us as well. That's usually when he would make his subs, unless it was really, really, really important or possible
game or something.
injury. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, really tight. No, I was just gonna say, yeah, you could set your watch by Klopp, 60 minutes. Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, big up. Pops. I think Brian sent you a link if you want.
No, I didn't. I was just saying,
No.
if Pops is listening, I did have his number on my WhatsApp, but I changed my phone, so I seem to
Oh,
have
okay.
lost it.
I'll send it to him.
So if Pops is listening, also, but if Pops, if you could hit me up on WhatsApp again, because I think you should still have my number, unless you've broken your phone, so I can just reconnect and know that I have your number. Because I'm not in any of those groups with people that have everyone's number.
Let's see. It's a lot of goals, Red Rebellion. 77 goals in all competitions this season. It's a lot of goals. I know we're halfway through. The season, but I mean, like,
if you can get 100 goals in the Premier League, wowzers!
Yeah.
That's some big.
I don't know how many goals. I don't know how many of those goals are Premier League related, but I know that that's all competitions.
Oh yeah, I know, but I mean, if you're on target for that right now, you double that almost. Well, not quite double. Tell you now.
Let's see. I could tell you, we have.
We're 50 in the league.
How many?
50 in the league.
50. Yeah, I saw that now. Yes, we've conceded 20 goals and we've scored
30.
Yeah, plus 30 is our
There ain't no goal difference coming into it this season. I'll tell you that much.
No.
At plus 30.
No, it gets down to we're averaging about 2.4 goals per game, which is exceptional. Certainly exceptional.
So that'd be 6. Yeah, that's averaging under 100. That's averaging under 100 still,
Mm.
but it could be done. Could be done. Why not? Why not, sure?
It could be done. Could be done. I mean, we
Yeah.
got 50 goals scored right now in the Prem. We're at this was the 21st game. Maybe we get like a game where we get a good blowout game, another good blowout game, to kind of like skew the average a little bit in our favor, and that could be about 100 goals alone in the Premier League. That would be if you tell me that we're going to score 100 goals in the Premier League, I'd say we are definitely going to be in contention for a title or
Or you'll win a
something.
league. If
Yeah,
you score 100 goals and you don't win a league, somebody else has done an absolute madness.
yeah,
Somebody else has done something utterly incredible. If you
hmm
score 100 goals, you don't win a league.
hmm
But you just work out like we could probably average if we played Tottenham every second week, we might get there.
right.
Our goal difference might come right down, but those
Ipswich.
goals scored will go right up.
Yeah, Ipswich did to the world, etc.
Yeah. For instance, Arsenal have scored 41 goals this year, and they've conceded 19. So
Yeah,
for
they're
a
plus
team,
23.
yeah. So for a team that's deemed as being so impressive in their defense, they're only a goal off. We're only a goal more than they are. Yeah, you would have to concede quite a bit to not to be more of that to have that goal differential be what it is.
Yeah,
Um,
like Man United are on -3 at the moment. We're plus
mhm.
30. Man United are on -3. But then you look at Aston Villa all the
I
way
was
up
going to
in
say,
8th. They're on -2.
yeah,
They're the first team to be in minus, but Aston Villa are going okay, but they're still on -2. So then you get into the +4, 3, 2. But then, yeah, Palace are on -3 and Man United are on -3. Then you get to West Ham on -16.
yeah,
Like United are basically shipping as many as Palace. Then you got crazy stuff like Southampton -34, Leicester -25. They've lost 5 games in a row. I'm sorry, Ant, but you guys are doomed. That is not going to
not
keep you in the
good.
Premier League.
Yeah,
That is not going to keep you up, man.
yeah. That's rude settings, if you want to put it that way.
Oh, that's straight back down to where you came from.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, they have the second worst goal differential in the league. Southampton. We were alive during that Southampton. Here's the word for you, Arnie. Crumbling. Uh, when Southampton didn't probably expect for another rat to join the pitch. Um,
I heard about some rodent activity. All right, is this a joke about Bruno
no,
or is it actual?
no, there's actually you can see there's a rat that was run that you see come out of the stands and go into the come from under the stands and goes into the pitch.
You sure it wasn't like a big mouse or like a small raccoon? It was definitely like a rat.
I mean, a rat. It was a rodent. How about that?
Rats are
I
because
I don't
rats are
know.
rats make it.
I didn't get the opportunity to. He was too busy trying to get in on the attack with
But
the other.
if it's like if a kind of a cat or something runs on or like there's a small thing. Not that they have raccoons, but like people are like, oh, look at the cute. But if it's a rat, it was like, oh god, it's instant kind of rats just
Yeah,
in this elicit a different response in people.
I don't know if it was Gary Neville. I don't
Or
know if
Bruno,
it was
Bruno and
if
Gary
it
Neville, yeah.
was as Bernie just said. I don't know if it was a rat, a mouse. I know it was just
Like
some
like
type.
like when they do the two people that make a pantomime horse and they've got like one at one end and one at the other. If they did it as a rat, you could have like Bruno at one end and Gary Neville at the other.
Yeah, you could. You definitely could. But yeah, that's no joke. There's actual video of it running onto the pitch. I can see
At
if I can
which
find
game though? At which game did this happen?
at the game we just this past game against
Which
Southampton.
no, literally like Manchester United versus Southampton.
Yeah, at
Oh,
Old
okay, the one
Trafford,
where
Old Toilet.
wow.
Yeah.
So the
Um.
rumors were true. The rumors were true.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find it. I think I have it saved. But let me see if I can find it for you. Okay, I'll show you. This is what we mean, people. This is what I mean. I'll bring it on here. We don't need the volume for it, just in case. Yeah, they were. This was against. This is at Old Trafford against Southampton, and I'll show you what we were saying. It's a small rodent. Whoops. Make sure I don't have any volume on it, just in case. See it right there?
Oh, that's a mouse. Yeah, that's a mouse. Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's a mouse. Yeah, in England, man, rats are a lot bigger. Yeah, that's a mouse.
Okay.
I was just
Okay.
looking at in terms of the
Big up
goal
to
difference.
our rodent aficionado.
Big up to the mouse. Big up to the mouse.
Yeah.
But no, I was just looking at thing, right? West Ham are in 14th, right? They got minus 16. Everton are in 16th. They got minus 11. Sandwiched in between them in 15th place in the league is Spurs, who somehow have a plus 11 goal difference. Spurs have scored 11 more goals than they've conceded, and they're still in 15th place. Work that one out. Work that one out.
Mm-hmm.
That's Ange ball for you. That's if that's not the definition of Ange ball, I'm not sure what is.
Okay. I'll show you this too real quick. Let me see if I can share this with you. This is what I mean. Like, there's a reason why we call it Old Toilet, by the way. Good Old Trafford. Imagine
Jim
spending all
Ratcliffe would
this
be like,
money.
that guy paid to get in. He's like, can we
Yeah,
charge the
and
rats?
those are good seats,
So
by
they-
the way. Those aren't
Those are
bad
good
seats.
fucking seats, yeah. Jim Ratcliffe? Yeah. Ratcliffe?
Yeah.
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 Terrible, man.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah,
Who
you know
knows?
what? I'm going to
Like,
tell you something quickly.
is this their way? Is this their way of angling towards getting like their sponsor
new
to be
stadium?
cheese? I thought it was like
bro. They're angling to get a free stadium. Like, have you noticed how ever since Ratcliffe sort of said, "Oh, we want the taxpayers to pay for the new stadium, Wembley of the North," blah blah blah. Have you noticed they're just sort of these sort of stories leaking out? Rats leaking roofs. This, come on,
No
man.
point rebuilding it. No point rebuilding it, JK. You may as well just knock it down, and that's the whole gig here. The whole thing, classic landlord thing. Go in and say, "Oh, I'm going to do that place up. Don't worry," and they go, "Oh, I'm busy for a year," and then, do you know what? It's no longer economically viable to repair it. You're better off knocking it down and building something new. That's the whole game he's playing here. It's the classic landlord. Let it go to rack and ruin, so you don't have to pay to rebuild it. Knock it down and build your own thing on top. You're spot on, JK. He wants taxpayers. He wants that free stadium, man. He wants it. He's going to do his
He
best to
loves
get it.
stories like this.
He loves it. Yeah, that's to him. He will. That's what it's gonna, he will love that. He'll love that.
I'm surprised he ain't shipped in like loads of Indian immigrants to sit in the middle of the center circle. Say we're living here now. You know, like that's the sort of piss take he would do. Yeah. Look at it. We've got illegal immigrants in the centre part living there now. What we're going to do? We've got to knock it down.
Yeah, there's a tented city in the middle of it. We can't
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah. Joke,
Yeah,
man.
he wants free money to build a stadium for Man United. Could you believe it? You know, but dude,
Shocker.
But anyway,
Shocker.
today is National Darwin Day. It's official. You know what?
what is
I
it?
haven't said
18th?
anything about the game yet. You know, and
18th of January. 18th of January. Mark it down, lads. 18th of
mark it
January.
down.
Darwin Day.
Like everyone, I said to people, yeah, even I sort of lost. I wouldn't say interest, but like the feeling that Darwin's going to do anything for us this season because the way people just gone on and on about it, and it takes over the vibe towards Darwin. You know, yesterday when we picked the team. Yeah, yesterday when I picked the teams, I was like, I would go with Darwin yesterday. You know, I was like, he's the type of guy who will get a goal for us. In that type of game, I don't know what it is, away games for Darwin, he seems to play better because they're set up differently, home teams against us at Anfield and how we set up away from home, you know. I told people, don't sort of moan until he's not wearing that red shirt at Liverpool. There's no need to say anything about any of our players, even Andy Robertson, for example. You know, any player in our team, because what's going to happen is they're going to get an assist, they're going to get a goal, they're going to get us the points. And then you're going to feel like a bit of an idiot. You know? And that's what Darwin's done today. I don't care if you don't score again all bloody season. He got us 3 points today, and he's told all them people, fuck you. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, yeah. There was something pretty cool that I saw. I'll share this with you too. Apparently Darwin's got a new gig as well. I'll share this with you guys. Apparently, let me see if I can share it. Apparently he's a weatherman now because there's a lot of crying out there. There's a lot of tears. Liverpool win, and it being at the feet of Darwin. Oh my goodness, that just cuts both ways.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of crying from our North London foes, and even in our Red Devil foes as well. Actually, Red Devils and our citizens too. But hey, big up to his new placement. He's got it down.
See, if you cross the ball, you'll get strikers scoring goals. It was a classic Trent right back, square ball, bang, goal. Simple.
There you go.
And that's why I like the way people took the piss out of Darwin. At the end of the day, if you feed him and he's missing them, yeah, fair enough. But give the guy a chance, man. You know?
Yeah.
Trent, bang, simple, square ball to him. And that's for me a striker's goal today. Both of the finishes. In that small area in front of the goal, bang. No thinking about it. It's just like, hit it. You know? That's why I don't like when players get picked on. You got to look over at the whole round game, you know, the whole game, the bigger picture of it. You feed the guy, he will score goals. Simple.
Yeah, you just got to believe, actually. You know, he looked happy in it. He was showing the weather. He's doing good. He's like, we're going to have a torrential downpour of tears in the Manchester region, in the northern portion of London. Be weary of flooding from people crying. Oh wow. Feels good. Oh man. So. Yeah. Oh man. And well, we're at the 90th minute of this one. Now this game was big because we get through this game with a win, and with this win, obviously we get the 3 points done. Right now, Arsenal they're still leading, correct? They're still up 1-0.
Yeah,
They're at
halftime.
halftime. They're up
Yeah.
1-0. Yeah, 1-0 at halftime against Villa. Yeah, I know. That's what it's funny, Kevin. They call substitutes, right? JK jokers, you called them, right? In Germany.
Yeah, jokers. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they
And
score,
then when he said that
score.
originally, what's that?
If they score, I think if a
Oh,
sub
if
comes on and they score,
they're a joker.
they call it.
There's a joker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Like a joker in a deck of cards. I got you.
Yeah, it's played their joker.
Yeah.
They played their wild card, whatever.
But in a weird way,
paid off.
it's sort of disrespectful for me. I don't like that. I wouldn't like that name, Joker. But in the way
Yeah,
they're
but that's
saying
just a
it,
language.
I thought it was like
I know, yeah, he was
I thought-
instantly offended.
No,
How dare you call him jokers?
I thought it was like a Batman reference because he's like
poker. It's
he's
a
Mr.
card.
Chaos or Captain of Chaos.
No, it's not about Darwin. It's not
Oh,
about
It ain't
Darwin.
about Darwin.
I know. I
Not
get that.
about
I'm just trying to
Darwin.
explain I'm explain my take. As in, when I heard him say that, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, when I heard, oh, the Joker scored, I'm thinking, oh, you mean Mr. Chaos or Captain Chaos, because that's what Joker is. Joker is chaos. He is absolute chaos. So that's why I was like, now I get it. But now I get the reference that you're making too.
Different thing. Yeah.
Not
I
the
like it.
Joker
It's
or
nice
the
thing.
Penguin. I got you. Yeah.
They don't have a like a nickname for that in English football for like a sub that comes on and scores. They don't have anything like
Super
that.
sub?
It's just like
Super
super
sub.
sub, I suppose. Maybe,
Yeah.
but in a kind of a
Super
game.
sub's the one.
Mhm.
But I mean, in terms of like the game, is how he was the super sub and that. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, probably
Super
closest.
sub.
Yeah,
The
super
Germans, Joker.
I prefer Joker. I like
The German's a joker.
It's nice.
Joker sounds crazy in a way. I don't
It
know.
does. I want to call Darwin the Joker. I think he's not a Joker for me. Joker's devious.
No, this is
He's
No.
a poker.
he's in
He's just ultimate
Hey,
chaos.
that's a whole other story. All right.
He sounds
He's
like a
an
bloody
He's
ambassador.
already,
porno star.
It's definitely illegal in some countries. You don't want to be an
Yeah.
ambassador. On
No, yeah. I mean, his
No,
wife is.
no.
They are expecting. Anyway,
Oh well, he's
First one,
invaded
is
her
it?
definitely a few times. Yeah, no doubt.
yeah, they had their pictures of the pictures together. Saw that. They're beautiful, beautiful pictures too, by the way.
The game went at the end of the day. It was the 90th minute. It was 0-0. We had Keys on the pitch, Darwin, everyone.
Oh,
And
this
we
is better.
ended up
Yeah.
winning 2-0. You can't get better than that. That is just a
No.
perfect day. You know what it was, though? I'll tell you the truth. I said before the game in the roll call show that for me, Kanate has to find his feet pretty quick. And what happened was
Skippy
in
do.
the last 20 minutes, Kanate did that. He was just playing better. He just solid like he was before in the last 20 minutes. And in that last 20 minutes, we just looked better because of Kanate. I just say that. He just looked solid. He was clearing up. He was doing everything. Good to see that.
Yeah.
I was so
He
happy
did-
when
he
he
looked
played.
That's true.
He looked good. Finally,
Better.
maybe
Kanate's a
Better.
rhythm
like,
player.
Better.
yeah.
Kanate's a rhythm player. He needs time. Kanate doesn't
needs
play
time.
well. He's
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
out, in, out, in, out. He just needs
Yeah, he
2
He's
games
taking
and he's
it
he
Wow.
looked really in those other games. He looked very
Rocky.
rusty. He looked rusty to say the least.
Rus-
He
That's
needs,
the-
he's like
but
a big old
he looked
defensive
lost.
player.
Hmm.
Once he gets up to speed, he's clunky when he's cold. We start him cold, he's clunky. That's the way I like it. He should
Well,
be
my
involved.
goodness.
He's good. He had everything on his side because Joey was injured. Joey was on form, and Kwanzaa's form was non-existent, unfortunately. So Slot was never going to put Kwanzaa in, otherwise
No,
he'll be having
not
a different coverage. So he was been a bit lucky in that context, if I'm honest. But fairway, he played well. So fair play. Hopefully he
We got a
gets
clean
back to
sheet,
what he
bro.
was.
We got a clean sheet. That was the number one thing for me before the game started. I said, no matter what happens, I want a clean sheet. So with that, we
Yeah,
can
that
get
was well needed. Yeah, that was well needed.
bro. Yeah, but
Yeah, it's been a
Alisson,
while.
It's been a while, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Okay,
It's like
back to the
that.
topic.
Yeah, it's like that girl you used
Yeah,
to see.
like
You know, she said she ghosted you. She came back in the picture. It's been a while.
um,
Been a while.
Thomas Frank had an interview. I'm just going to paraphrase what he said basically. In his post-match interview, he said, "We've just played against City and Arsenal and now Liverpool. I think they are a level above the two others.
Oh,
They are
is
more
it?
complete in
Okay.
all phases of the game, exceptionally good."
Interesting.
That is high. That's really high praise from a good coach, by the
Yeah.
way. Thomas Frank is a very good coach.
Very good coach. Yeah. He's
Oh, yeah, I
he
like
surprised
Frank.
me with Brentford. Yeah.
Yeah. Thomas Frank, good guy, man.
He's played us 12. He's played us twice,
Yeah.
so you see, I've not been a City of old,
Yeah.
so I can understand that. But yeah,
Who's that?
said City are not the City
Yeah.
of old, so they've kind of drawn with them. I can't remember don't know if they played the Etihad. I can't remember, but yeah. So I'm not really surprised with that. Well, fair play. He sees what we're doing. And that's the City with the machine. They 9-year contract, Haaland.
I think
So yeah.
And you know what? This time last week, City got a 2-2 there. So
500,000.
Brentford were winning.
500,000. Go ahead. Go ahead, joking.
No, I was going to say this time last week, City got a 2-2 there. So Brentford scored 2 goals against them. So they can score, you know what I mean? With and
Oh, yeah.
But today, I think we sort of never really let them get a flow of the game. I think very important. I think Whistler's a real good player. Fair play to him. Yeah, he's a very, very good little player, man. So we did it right today. It was just an all-round clean sheet. Guy who's not been scoring, getting 2 goals kind of day. And it was great to see Chiesa coming on as well. I think Chiesa's energy as a guy is sort of, I want to score, I want to win, I want to do something. And that sort of him on being on the pitch as well, it was good, you know. I thought he might even start on against the Champions League game, Lille.
I think
should start. He should. Yeah, but why are we leaving it late?
We need to
that's
see
what
Elliot
annoys
start.
me.
Elliot needs to start.
He's,
Elliot, man. Elliot was
Go ahead,
involved in both goals. Elliot was like, for me, he was involved in both goals.
But the subs was right. You play Jones, take off McClellan, so Jones will be with Grav, and then Elliot in the 10. That's how it should be. Elliot's fit now, so Jones doesn't need to go into the 10 no more, unless injuries. Yeah, so that in that position, yes. But again, we won, so I'm trying not to do the whole critical. I'm just being objective. I just feel Kays is just, although he did, but just he's ready. He's ready to burst in the scene. Pause, but just give him more minutes, man. Just give him 10, give him 15. You know what my opinion is, and I'm not going to mention it because we won the game. I don't want to be like negative, Dancy, but just give him 20 minutes, man. He will definitely change a game. He will definitely change a game. I said that. If he's fit, he's a quality player. He is a quality player. If it wasn't for Salah, he'd probably get into this team.
Yeah. He'd probably be called on a lot more, certainly.
Yeah. So, but like I said, we've got the win, and just hopefully the Elliots and Chiesa. Obviously, he's giving them bits and pieces. I know he's saying team, but I mean, at some things, I think Slot's been more favourable to others, been very lucky. But again, that's the job of the manager. So hopefully they'll get their chance in the game. Yeah, and I would like to. Well, even if Diego's fit, I would like Darwin to just start again and just give him a full 90.
Yeah.
Give him a full 90.
We've got PS3. We've got PS3 as well in a few weeks as well. So after this game, we've got them 2 games. I would use them games as squad games to get players like Elliot, Chiesa, whoever, match fit.
100%.
Elliot, man.
I agree.
Respect to him today. Respect to him.
This is a short segment. I don't think Redman will get mad if I play something that they have on Twitter, right?
No, you'll be fine. That's fine. You won't. There won't be no. Yeah, it won't be no 4-packs. Don't worry.
Public domain.
You're promoting their channel. It's all right.
Yeah, I'm promoting it. If anything, all right.
That's fine. He does it all the time.
This is on. This is funny. This is Red Man's reaction.
Oh yeah.
After Trent and does Trent tries to cut the cross. Second time. Oh my God! Get the humble pie out! Get a big slice! Shove it down your fucking throats! Because Darwin Núñez has come off the bench and scored the winner for Liverpool! Oh my God! Liverpool won with all living in Darwin Núñez's world! Bow down to him! Oh my God! Come on! I don't believe it! Oh my God, what a moment! We'll try and get it back to Trent.
I'm sorry. I
think every Liverpool fan who likes Darwin was like that at the TV. You fuck, fuck off, Everyone, even I was, bro.
Oh man,
That was good. That was good. Humble pie. Oh, have a big slice of it.
The humble pie is funny, but the sheer fact that he sounded like a girl screaming. He was so loud. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I gotta compose myself here. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh, oh man, that was funny. Anyhow, shout out to the Redman TV. Go and definitely subscribe if you haven't. I'm sure all of us are subscribed in one way or another. I'm subscribed obviously on Twitter, as that was their clip on Twitter. But
yeah, I met him. The Paul on the left, I met him.
Yeah.
Paul
Mansion. Matchin?
Yeah, right? Paul Mason, yeah. His dad used to come on shows with him, like his old man. He used to come on shows.
His dad's very good.
Yeah. He's a proper Scouse looking
guy.
Yeah.
Like
Terry McDermott looking, Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mad, like they're both proper Scousers, but like their surnames are like what? It's like one is Polish and the other is fucking whatever, but they're proper obviously proper they're Redmen. But what's Chris's this Paul Mason and Chris's surname is what? It's something else kind of Eastern European.
Yeah.
Pajak, Pajak. Yeah, he's Polish. Yeah, it's Polish. It's like yeah, no, it's funny. It's like they're the least kind of totally unique surnames. Like Mach and Pajak, it's sort of like they made them up. It's like, no, that's actually their surname.
Arsenal 2-0 up.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Brian, you couldn't have said it any better. Wicked. That's the film that was. Classic.
Duran and Matt, are they not starting Duran or Malin? No, Donny Malin on yet? No,
he's on the bench. On the bench.
No.
They let Donkey Havertz score. Come on, man.
Havertz for me, what was the thing about the penalty earlier on? People were talking about a penalty earlier on. Was there a penalty not given or a penalty shout or?
No, I think JK was just saying probably like you thought there might be a pin, but no pin. But Arsenal's first goal was goal line technology, just by the skin of the teeth.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah,
right.
Inches. Yeah, like that those kind of goals. Yeah.
Oh, what they do, man.
I feel man, flipping their chances, but it's what happens, isn't it? It's football.
There's still plenty of time left. 40 minutes.
They ain't coming back. They ain't coming back.
2 goals.
It could logistically. You're right, KG, but they ain't coming back. I'll see it.
Done.
Never say never.
There you go.
I made that
song up. There you go. I like it. Yeah. You know what? Let them do the chasing. I'd rather be chased than be chased than be the chaser. So
That's a criminal that when the police 5 hour after him.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where it's just like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Good group of people in the chat here. Some good, definitely good proper Reds. All showing a little bit of love and appreciation. Yeah, Pop is saying, why are we bothered about them? You know what? It would just it's
No,
for the
it's just
same reasons
we
why.
want.
You know why? For me, go ahead, JK.
No, I was to say, like, Arsenal are at that level right now with us fans, Liverpool fans. We just want them to lose. It don't matter, even if they're worst, second, third, or whatever. I just want them to lose. Like the way Man United, it's like they've gone that far. They've reached that level now, Arsenal. Don't want them to win anything, not even a corner. Well, they won 7 in this game. Well, Villa got a corner now.
No, I was just going to say that with me. Yeah, KJ did say that they would win. I was just going to say that with me, with Arsenal, it's for the same reason why when you're in conversations or you're in the forums that we're in, and you know that the season's going along or whatever the case is, you know, whether it's off season or even during the season, you know, and you're conducting trying to have some real discourse, and you're maybe hypothetically you're speaking on great coaching or great coaches, and you're sitting there listening to someone go, yeah, well, Arteta and Klopp are about this, and I'm just like, that should never be a subject that you use as a topic starter ever. Arteta and Klopp are not and never will be in the same league. But yet, like, how often do you hear, Klopp being compared to Arteta? And it's like so annoying. And that was why. That's why. 2-1.
Game on, folks. Game on.
Get it.
I told you, man.
Get it.
Told you. Come on.
Yeah. Who just said that?
I said that. Never say never. Album out soon.
Oh, wow. Yuri Tillemans. Wow. Okay.
Where's Lante now? Where is he?
Plenty of time.
Yeah. They still got work to do. Let's be honest, but.
Great cross. See that? Crossing the ball from the fullbacks is the best thing in the world for strikers, man. All attackers.
Yeah.
I love it.
One of the worst. Dean is one of the best at it, though.
Yeah, he's all good.
One of the best in the world.
Yeah.
He might not be the complete guy, but
you
need someone to put
he gets in the French team.
He's unbelievable.
He gets in the French team as well, you know?
Yeah.
Fair play to him. I think going to Villa was good for him.
Oh, he's too good for Everton. He was at PSG.
Yeah.
Too good for Everton. Really too good. But if that's what you need, someone just give him the ball all day. He will put serious, proper service into the middle.
Oi. Desmond nearly popped up there again, man.
Oh, man.
Boy.
What are we at currently? There's still a bit of time in this game.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Well over half an hour.
Still a bit of time. A little half hour of fun here. Villa just hit the post. Pops just said. Hash from your lips to God's ears for sure. Definitely, Bernie. Please do. If you haven't already, please do. We definitely would appreciate it. Trying to get some. Trying to be able to be on. To be at a place where we can almost force our way into some of the forums and conversations that are being had in other parts of the YouTube verse or the I think actually JK might have to take over my TikTok verse because I think tomorrow is the deadline for TikTok being allowed in America. and but all the other, spheres that are a part of the internet, so that, like, some real good-natured proper Reds can have conversations to kind of keep us balanced, centered, and certainly eyeing the prize. Okay, much like our doctor in the house, Pops, or the Irishman, or Delonte, or J.K. Do with their commentary and with their pursuit of trying to be measured, but also be honest, and utmost and foremost be loyal to our beloved Reds. So big up to those that definitely big up to people that do support channels like Beige Reds TV, obviously to Irishman Football, and the others as well. LRFC out there. Shout out to Fozzie.
Yeah, big up Fozzie. Yeah,
definitely.
I've put his link in the chat.
Shout out to Frank Carlisle. Shout out to some of the others. I'm trying to think some of the others that I think. Oh, obviously to Kopish as well. I just sent trying to get something. I was trying to get something to Darwin, to Darwin Nation, or Nunez Nation, actually. One of the prime candidates of Nunez Nation, Drifty, but I guess he didn't see my post. Definitely so. If you can, put in Brian's channel too. I think everyone is subscribed to it already that's here, but just in case someone maybe tunes in later or views this later, they can at least see Brian's. Okay, cool, thank you. But yes, there's a lot of different channels out there that definitely are positive channels. Just because you are supportive of the team doesn't make you a top Red, as some people put it, or whatever, and BS. Look, we're critical of our players when it needs to be. It's more of, though, we're not just trying to be clickbait, headline-ish, like the fake Don, or or Magnum PI, or freaking those others out there that are just over the top when it comes to some of their critiques, their takes, their negativity, and the likes. We appreciate the fact that we can all have different opinions. We can try our best to be respectful and try to get some type of meaningful discourse between us. And yeah, utmost, just support our Reds, man. That's all it comes down to. There's plenty of people out there that hate on us, the rivals, those in second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Go down the line. I don't even know where the Red Devils are. What are they in, like 13th, 12th place or something? 12th place now? They were in 14th or 15th place recently. So I don't know. It's usually when you get to the second page, I really don't pay much notice. But all the same, shout out to Kaz. And I would say, and Gooner Lee out there, or Liverpool Lee, or who knows if he's Chelsea Lee or whatever Lee now. It's just good to be a Red, people. Top of the league, right? Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. That's what I'm trying to get across. Enjoy the ride. If it ends up being that we end up lifting silverware at the end, you'll feel that much more liberated and feel that much more of appreciation for it all, because you'll have that much more time to enjoy what it is, which is truly, truly blessed. So hopefully we can get there together. And yeah, I think Brian, I saw that you said you're going to go. I'll get you his number in a second, but I saw that you're going to go. Do you want to give a shout and a plug for your show? I think you're going to go live, you said, in a little bit, probably, or something like that. Oh, you there, Bri? You there? No, maybe not. I think my little rant, or if you want to call it that, maybe maybe put since they started hearing me going on about being proud of your Reds and your fellow Reds, it kind of probably put Nolante, JK, and Brian into a little bit of sleep mode.
Wow, man.
They're probably like, "Oh, here he goes again."
Football romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a top name, you know. It's a top name, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to give him a shout for. I know he said he had an episode coming up. I don't know what time he's going to be doing it, but I think Brian's going to be going. I'm almost positive Brian's going to be going live later on. So
Yeah,
if you're looking for another broadcast to go to, Brian will be going live pretty soon. JK, is there is there anything you want to share with the people before we bounce out and kind of relish in that which is first place?
That is 2-2, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Two people.
Darwin,
Ollie Watkins.
Desmond
Ollie
Compton
Watkins.
again, bro.
Let's
That's what I
go,
wanna say.
Desmond. Let's
What timing?
go.
What timing? Oi, what
Let's
timing?
go, Desmond. 2-2 in the
Desmond.
house.
There you go, Bajan. You know what I mean? Desmond. I told you, bro.
All right.
I told you.
Okay. Let's
Damn. Do I want to
calm down.
Let's chill. Let's chill now.
Let's chill. Let's chill. It's a proper sermon. Let's just let the man. Let's just let the man cook. Let's let the man cook.
What have I missed?
What have you, bro? Desmond popped up in the Arsenal game.
No way. Have we got a Desmond?
Yeah. Desmond popped up. Ollie Watkins, bro.
Get in the barber's chair.
Man.
Arsenal,
Desmond. I
get
told
in
you
the
Desmond's
barber's
lucky, man.
chair.
Let's let the man cook. Let's
That was Ivan, right?
Yeah.
We're celebrating like Darwin Nunes scored that.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Yo, that's football, man.
Exactly. Maybe is it a full moon? Is it a full moon maybe today or something? I don't know.
It has been recently. It has been.
Yeah, tell us about the astrology on that one.
You know what I mean? Bro, I brought Desmond back. You know, I brought Desmond into the world. Desmond's popping up, man. Fair play, Desmond. Pop straight up, Desmond.
Man.
Oh, that's wicked.
There's still time. There's still time. I understand that there's still time. So I'm enjoying it. I'm just breathing. There's plenty of time. Comma. I know, Pops. Comma. I got you. So hopefully the villains, we were just talking about the Joker. Hopefully they can be our Joker today and be the villains at the Emirates. We shall see, people. We shall see. And yeah. We're going to be bringing it down, though. JK, again, let's just go. JK, Nolante, Irishman, tell us what you want to say to the people before we bounce out.
Yeah, man. Big up to Desmond right there. Everyone else, press the like. Good day all round. Good day all round. And bless everyone in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, that's positive. I'll go to Nolante's on mute, so I'll go to Brian. You want to give a shout for your show coming up, and then maybe not. Maybe so. I see you not on mute. That's why I'm asking.
Sorry. I just had to sneeze. Yeah, I'm going to go live in a while. Everybody that's here to come over there and watch me, and then we can continue to have some fun. But yeah, brilliant. We've been here for ages. We had a great show today. Great game, great show, great roll call, great post match. So doesn't get much better than this.
Yeah. It really doesn't. Nolante, do you anything you want to say to people before we bounce out?
Yeah, I mean, I've got 3 points to make, and it's everyone have a top of the evening to you. A top of the evening to you. And my second point, it is something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna go? Irishman! Da-da-da-da. And the final one
there you
is,
go. There you go.
whose channel are you gonna go on?
I wasn't expecting
Irishman!
that one, but
Da-da-da-da.
okay. I was not expecting that one.
And
I
the
was not
final one
expecting that
is,
one.
we like to play. Oh my God, Darwin. Oh, great play, Boom! I'm done.
I thought you was gonna say never say
Wow.
never. His third point.
There you have it, people.
I told you, bro. I was looking for you. I was like, as soon as that second goal went in, I was like, where's Nalante, man?
JK, as Pop said, calma. Let's wait. Just like this league, just for this league, there's a long way to go. Let's wait. Calma. Let's wait till the game's done.
Chameleon.
I'm always calm, bro.
Yes, people.
I'm always calm.
There you go. So, we will leave it there, people. Be sure to check out Brian, and also be sure to leave a like if you can, and keep up the good fight. And again, we'll just leave you with this little bit of serenity for those that enjoy it. Let me just leave you with this little bit of serenity for the people. Be careful out there. Get your raincoats, wear your galoshes. If you're in Manchester, if you're in North London, enjoy, people. Enjoy. Up the Reds always. And we will see you tomorrow. Take care, guys.